Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today I decided that I had been playing with the ZC palettes, and I don't necessarily think that they're like supposed to be Korean or anything like that. Like I don't think that. But I don't think they're supposed to be like a lot of pigment either. You know what I mean? I think they're meant to be like a soft, easy formula for beginners, I guess, even. And I think that because I can't find like what it's about, I've tried to find it, I can't find it. But it had got me thinking about Korean makeup and that sort of stuff and a softer like makeup look. And I have the what is this brand's name? Jill Stewart. I only have a couple of things from her brand, but it got me thinking about that brand, and I hadn't played with it in quite some time, so I wanted to play with it again to get a feel for it, to see how I feel, because though the ZC palettes were cute, they weren't necessarily me either. And not saying that I want a bunch of pigment, because I don't know what to do with it, okay? Because I'm a beginner. But I do want something. I want to know that there's something there. And some of the palettes did show that, some didn't. Now I only purchased 3. 2 I've given away, 1 I'm keeping. Um, and they were cutesy. They had a dog. 1 had a dog and 2 had cats on it. And it was like a Lisa Frank almost, is what it reminded me of. So they're more cutesy. Now Jill Stewart, their packaging is more elegant. I don't know if you can see. Like this is her blush, and you can also use it for lips, which I'm doing today. And it dries down nicely, and I will say this blush, it's got pigment, but it is a brighter color, but it dries down. It's almost like a stain, to be honest. Like it hasn't moved, it hasn't faded. I haven't touched it. So I kind of like that. And I'm not a big liquid or cream person either. But I do like that, and I did find it was easy to use. I put it on the back of my hand. I didn't do the dots because I already know that's not going to be for me. But I put it on the back of my hand, and then I just took this oh, Real Techniques brush right here, and that's the color of it, and just like I put it on the brush and and then went put it on my cheeks, and it is highly pigmented. Like there is no doubt there. It kind of could be suntan or sunburn look, or maybe a strawberry look now going around, something like that. Um, but I just wanted you to know that in case I got my stuff from Beautylish, and it came with that. So I got this little bag, and then I got a little powder puff, and this thing here, not that, this little compact, and again, it's in a language I don't know. It could be Korean, maybe. It could be Chinese, Japanese. I don't know. I really don't know what the language is on it. But it looks like this, and I think it's a highlighter, to be honest. But I don't know why it came with a powder puff. But it's very highlighter-y, but I'm wearing it today. But it's almost like a soft, like a glow within. The bronzer I'm wearing is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate. So I like it. I like this highlighter for me, for my skin tone. So I don't know what you're really supposed to do with it though. Just saying. I don't know. So that's those things. And I have this cute little bag to put it all in. And that's where I put the ZC palette I kept in. Because like, I don't know. I just don't know about this sort of stuff. Like on one hand, I get it for people that just want a quick, soft, easy look. On the other hand, there's not much pigment, okay? So here's the palette we're going to be playing with today. And this middle shade's like a cream to powder shade. So just so you know that too. So the first shade we're going to go into is this like pinky shade right here. And they're all like a satin type of formula. But we're going to start with it. I mean, I'm not saying I don't enjoy it, and I think it lies nice over my lids and on my eyes. Like I have aging eyes. I'm older, it is what it is. And I don't have any issues with it using it. And I think it would be good for that purpose. Or if you're looking for like an elegant packaging, because again, this is more elegant to me than cutesy, like the ZC brand. But at the same time, the ZZ brand may be more pigmented than this brand, which, depending on, what you're wanting. And I do think this has more depth in it, but the palette itself is darker. So I'm taking that into account. Whereas if I got a darker palette from ZC, I believe it would hold up to the shade because all the shades in the palettes really did build to at least the color in the shade. There just wasn't a dark shade in them. But this one does have a darker shade, so. Alright, now that I got that shade down, we're going to go into this darkest shade right here. And we're going to put it on the outer portion here and run it through. Like, it really is an easy palette to use. Like, I'm not playing. It didn't take me no time at all to do that other eye and not be talking. But I just don't know. Like, what are you all interested in? Are you interested in easy makeup, pigmented makeup, or do you like more complex? Do you like to build, or would you prefer it to be right off the bat? Now, personally, I like it to build. I'm going to take that same shade and run it along the lower lash line. I like to build my shadows because I do know that it can get out of hand and then you're in trouble, like for a beginner. So I do get that part of it. And then it's like, do you like mattes, metallic, satins, all of them, cream to powder, cream? Like, what shadows do you like? Because I can see where certain people would want certain things, And if you're good at blending, I could definitely see where you want more pigmented. That way it doesn't take as long to do your makeup for building wise, Because again, this makeup didn't take me long. We're going to go into this purpley shade right here now. I will say that it is kind of hard to get brushes into a little bit. I didn't get any fallout either. This is a pretty shade here. I like this shade a lot. But again, it's very light, very delicate looking. The whole palette's very delicate in a way looking with the shadows, There is pigment, but I don't know. I don't know how to describe it either. Other than delicate, sophisticated type of shadow. Alright, now we're going to go into this like grayish purplish shade. And I'm using the same brush, just the other side. And I'm going to put that shade in the inner corner. Now, I did this, and I thought that shade would have been lighter than that one, but it wasn't. It was about equal, but that's okay. I'm not that concerned with it. And I'm just going to put them two together somewhat. There we go. Then I'm going to take this center shade right here and pop it in my inner corner. And you can see it does highlight. It's kind of crazy in a way, because it really is a cream to powder. And it's a very smooth, silky powder too, just so you know. Like if you rubbed your finger in it, it's very delicate. Again, delicate, sophisticated type of formula. It's different, that's for sure. Alright. Then all I did was, after that, obviously there's no real shine on my lid, so I decided again to take my finger and put it into that middle shade right here and pick it up And it looks like that. Like I said, it's like a cream. And I'm just going to tap it right in the middle. Like that. And it's really pretty. I really do like that. And it does transform the shade, but yet it's not really taken away once it dries down, and which is quickly. It doesn't take away from the color underneath. And I like that about it. So there's a lot of things that I do like about this palette. A lot of things I find interesting about it. Like because it is, you know, different. It is what it is. But that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it either. And it does come with its own little brush, which is cute in there. It's just one of those little applicator brushes. But still, it's something. If you're on a, you know, in a hurry or something, it is nicely made and all that. I don't really use it, but it's there. And I like to have this for comparison. And again, it does create a beautiful look. I put the Tarte Fake Awake in my waterline. And I'm going to use the Tower 28 for mascara. Because I just feel like this look is just a soft, everyday, quick look in my opinion. Now, can you get this with other palettes? Again, yeah, you can. But let's be honest, you can get any look with any palette you probably have. But that doesn't mean that, you know, this not worth it. Honestly, I think that that's the Jill Stuart line is really pretty to set out on your vanity because of the packaging and stuff. But some of the ZZ palettes are pretty for packaging too, and they do look elegant. Some of them are just cutesy. But I will say the more cutesy is cheaper. The more elegant packaging is a little more expensive. But are you paying for packaging? Are you paying for formula? What exactly are you paying for? Both? Are you paying for a name? I just think everybody wants different things, so I'm just trying to describe. I personally do like this palette as in an everyday palette, to be honest. Traveling wise, something like that, because it's so pretty, easy to use. You know, if it is laying out, like, it's nice to look at. Is it my Natasha Denona? No. Is it my Pat McGrath formula? No, absolutely not. Is it as pigmented as, say, ColourPop? No. Once again, no. But I will say it does look nice over aging eyes. And it was very, very easy to use. Because even with my rambling, I'm done, you know? Completely. So that says a lot. Because we all know that it could take me forever to create an eye look, or it could take me very little time to create an eye look, and then I ramble. Overall, though, I haven't tried much. Like I said, I do like that highlighting powder if that's what it's for. I like it. If it's like a setting or finishing powder, I think it'd be a little bit too shiny, personally. I don't know. I love the lip and cheek thing. Like, that has been on my lips for a while. And on my cheeks. And the only thing I've done is that color hasn't faded, but I did add a gloss. And it's this one here, the Strawberry Shortcake one from Glamlight, to it, just to give me a little moisture to my lips. But, like, it didn't break down that color or nothing. That is crazy to me. Eyeshadow, I love, especially for every day. Easy, beautiful looking on my eyes, like it's not showing creases or texture or... I mean, it's wonderful. Like, I really have nothing bad to say about it. Other than, you know, what are you looking for as far as pigmentation? and eye look and formulas, because you're not going to get that much out of that. But you really don't need that much, because look at that. I mean, it looks pretty good in my opinion. Just my opinion now. So, and not to say there's anything wrong with pigmented stuff, because there's not. I love it. But I also love this too. And I will say that I do like the Jill Stuart a little bit better than I like that ZZ. Those ZZ palettes. But I also think that that is because I don't think I chose a good palette either. It just, as far as color story for myself, to be honest. Alright, that's all I got for you today. Oh, is there anything else I need to... Oh, my foundation is the Revlon. I found it. It's the Skin Caring Foundation. So it is called Skin Caring. What is that, Givenchy? Isn't that Skin Caring too? Skin Caring Glow. I wonder how close they are alike. Interesting. I'm curious. Anyway, I'm using it. I think I like that better than I like the other one, but it's still creasing in my lines too, so I'm not so sure about that either. Oh, nail polish. That's my big thing. Look at this beautiful color. Oh my goodness. That is a beautiful color, you all. Anyway, it's the same brand I'm talking about, the Cirque color thing. And this one is in Wildberry West. This is 2 coats. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. This one's my favorite. I'm calling it now. I mean, it's just like pink, purple. Like, what color are you? Sparkly. It's beautiful. That's my favorite. So, I think that's it. Oh, concealer. I used my, the NYX again. Bear With Me concealer. Setting powder was my number 7 for under my eyes, and the Lawless and light for the rest of the face. So, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped, or maybe introduced you to another brand. I don't know. But I got my eyes on this brand too. I do. And it hasn't launched much, though, to be honest with you, that I've seen. Because I checked Beautylish and there's really nothing new on their site. So, the ZC palettes, though, if you go to their website, I do think they have them kitty palettes there. So, and as far as Amazon goes, it's still saying currently unavailable, where before it was saying pre-order. But it doesn't make sense, because they're selling it from, like, it's shipped by Amazon, but it's sold by ZZ. I checked that out again. So, to me, if it's on their website, then they will eventually come back to Amazon. I'm assuming. It doesn't say limited edition or anything, so to me they should come back, because somebody asked me about that. But I don't have insider knowledge though, but just saying, I would think it would come back, hopefully, because again, if you find one palette that you're interested in, it is worth it. It is. But just don't get any more than that. But that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs it up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all that while you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday, so you can come on over and, chit chat, listen to me talk about absolutely nothing, and maybe, see what you like and don't like, and see how it all performs without editing and fancy cameras and lighting and stuff. But that's all I have for you. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.